Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Studio Mega Presents. We are doing something new and different today. Welcome to Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. This voice coming to you right now will be your Rogue Trader, Lucky, and over there, the servitor on my shoulder will be Omega.
I was going to call myself your little servo skull, yes. Hi, everybody. I did a double thumbs up that you can't see.
No. I do know that we talked about what games we were going to play this week, and we were thinking about doing something spooky as we are getting close to October, and there are many games to play. But, in a twist of fate, I think we might have been talking about this before. Since I started playing Rogue Trader, Aaron, one of the players in our tabletop, has expressed interest in running a Rogue Trader game. And that is actually coming together fairly well. So, we're not actually sure when we're going to play it. Maybe start in the next couple weeks when Omega has to get into the world-building mines for Rain. But we decided that this would probably be a good time to, get some more into the vibes of Rogue Trader. Now, Aaron did say that we're not actually just doing straight up, the Cronus Expanse, where, we're fast-forwarding time. We're starting off from, what was it, Ultramar, he said?
Yes, I forget what they called it, but it's the Dark Millennium stuff they did a few years ago, from the 500 Worlds of Ultramar, which is, many people will know because that's the, domain of the glorious Ultramarines. But we're not playing Space Marine 2, funnily enough, yet.
No. And so, like I said, I like Rogue Trader so far. Again, it's one of those systems that I'm not, super familiar with, and I'm not super familiar with the settings, so I can enjoy it as is. And I think it'd be a good onboarding process for me, and let me Omega see some of the Rogue Trader vibes, because, like I said, me and Omega have already made our characters. I am being an orc named Frak Gibakia. And Omega is going to be our illustrious and venerable, honorable Lord Captain, the Rogue Trader. So, maybe this will, help us with some ideas, set some moods, get some vibes. We're not sure how many of these episodes we're going to do, but we can maybe do one or two at the very least.
We can feel it out. We're starting early. We debated the time frame, and I was like, well, I was going to say spoilers. It's not really a spoiler. I don't know if chat cares, but there'll probably be an in-depth review of Abiotic Factor in this week's Let's Take FGO at the end. But we got the credits to roll on Abiotic Factor.
Yeah.
So, that's the big gaming project we've been doing. We're still sitting on our Vintage Story server because there's just a couple of mods which haven't updated yet. Namely, I think X Skills and Better Ruins are still not updated, which is those are real good. Those are real good mods.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I don't have any other plans, so we can start early and just to see how long we go, because we don't really know what we're going for. I do kind of, it's one of those weird things where we were just kind of not really hemming and hawing, but we were discussing it over the weekend, pitch it to patrons when we did not record Let's Take FGO this weekend, because the seasons are doing stuff.
Yeah.
Look at these fresh. Oh, there we go. That guy's got a properly imperial mustache. I was gonna say, look at these baby faced Rogue Traders. But
no, we'll do a custom one.
You talked about how you weren't super feeling the show because seasons are changing and stuff, and it's like, yeah, but also, man, these are all very familiar. The whatchamacallit, the seasons are changing, but also slowly. So, chat, you may have heard of the dog days of summer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to introduce you to the grog days of summer, where you're tired because it's still so freaking hot. Because it's not still another week until the equinox, so it's technically still summer. It's freaking hot, so I'm glad we did not try to do a spooky mood game, because I do not feel spooked right now. It is not pumpkin spice down here. It's just spice. It's hot.
Okay.
All right, so we got some boys.
We got some boys.
We got some origins.
All right, so I know it's not the most exciting, but we're going to go for the most boilerplate fucking Rogue Trader there is, because it is the simplest, and sometimes it is the most amusing. So, we're going to go with an Imperial world. It's,
You get a lot of starting talents, it looks like.
Yeah, we do. Basically, like I said, humanity's finest. We basically get a free stat bonus. We get like we just get a lot of bonuses. Doing my part.
This is obviously doing my part. This game is obviously inspired by the Fantasy Flight Games RPG, but that RPG has, I don't know if it's technically out of print, but Fantasy Flight hasn't had the license for like over 10 years. So we're not sticking to it easily, but it looks like the homeworld selection there, the Imperial World one does seem like it is designed to provide the player with the most boilerplate customizable one. All the others have like, 2 stat bonuses and a stat minus type stuff. So that's for when you want to get a little, when you know what you're doing and you want to get a little weird.
Oh, we somehow glossed over the thing. Hang on.
It's your portrait. You gotta pick a portrait. Look at all these very Imperial people.
Look at that. She can ruin me. Let's see here. Look at that stash.
I do know that at least quite a few of these rogue traders do, in fact, have their government-mandated pistol and sword. Literally, that's your starting equipment in the RPG. Long las. Oh, I got a big-ass pipe. I need to reference that for me. My rogue trader smokes a pipe made from Xenos bones. You see a shitload of servo skulls everywhere, chat.
Yep. You know what? Let's go with this one, just because it has the servo skull just floating right there. That's a mega as fuck. And the eyes are red, too.
I thought he was holding a coffee mug for a second, but no, it's macronoculars.
Yes, and the game is pretty good about giving you a starting image close to what the guy actually looks like. So...
Yeah, shout out then now to Alcat for that. Like, there are often cases where we can see a few things. We better have good combat parks, though. Oh yeah, we got them. 40K Games, chat. Very well known for their combat parks. Like I said, we'll slowly. I don't need Lucky to overcommit because I've never played the tabletop. It's fucking expensive, but we can ease him into some funny stuff for 40K. My next plan for a 40K game to play on stream is either get Lucky to play Space Marine 2 or play Dawn of War, because that's getting a remaster very soon. And let me tell you, Lucky, there's a lot of memes about combat barks in the Dawn of War because it's a RTS, so everybody has to fucking talk constantly.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna be going with Noble. Like I said, we're doing the very boilerplate. Like, I have to learn some things about how this game plays, and many CRPGs. The way that you win at Rogue Trader is you make your characters do as many things in a turn as possible, and that generally is what lets you win. You stack buffs and you stuff actions, and you basically drown your enemies and attack actions. Playing the Noble Officer, surprise, we're playing Officer. We're picking Officer for our fucking thing. Will let us as the main character do that while being the face of the party, which is also something that the Rogue Trader is supposed to be. So again, very boilerplate, but like I said, I played I think I've gone up to chapter 2 on my own. Like I said, it works out. I think it's. I like the dialogue in this game.
Yeah, I will say shout out to Alcat. They had some very funny options in there. Mm-hmm. Some of which are a little non-standard. I think in the tabletop, it's very hard to play a sanctioned psyker and be the rogue trader. Though you can kind of do that with some of the navigator stuff can kind of fork into that, and there are other things. But also, they had stuff like commissar and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, any of these could probably work since they don't super fucking slap in my party face thing. But I do know in some of these options will affect you later. I don't know which one it is, but there is an encounter, if you had seen the Horrors of the Warp, there's an encounter that if you show up, you do not get a chance to plan around. You just throw yourself screaming into the fight because you have to destroy it. So I'm trying to think. Let's go with Grim Importance. War Love. I will have other people to understand the war for me. Alright, so here's our archetypes. Basically the way that this game works is you start with a base archetype, and then those archetypes basically will let you pick a secondary archetype once you hit level 16, and then you always go into exemplar at the third one. So basically your build is based around all of these. Warrior is your melee, officer is your buff bot, operative's kind of your rogue, you do some weird things. Soldier is Daka, just straight Daka. And Blade Dancer is one of the DLCs. They are melee, but fast and deadly. Like I said, this one is one of the two DLC things here. We get Blade Dancer for the first one, which leads into Executioner, and then the second one is Overseer, which I have not actually got to play around with, yes. Also, I think you get an Assassin for that. So. Exemplar, I have no idea what it is. I haven't actually reached that level yet, but it is. But again, we're going to go with Officer, because we're turning our Rogue Trader into a buff bot.
I mean, that is kind of the thing. Like, I joked about it before, but that every like core career in the tabletop RPG has like a unique ability they're supposed to be doing. The Rogue Trader's ability is just literally every round as a free action, you get to point to somebody, give them an order, and give them a +10 to do it.
Yes.
Like, that's it. And that's just like, it's literally a free action, so you just constantly do it. There's no reason for me, even if I'm telling you to do something you're already gonna do, there's no reason for me to not say it and give the +10.
No, but Axe is in the chat talking about how they had to nerf officers. They've actually had to put a fair amount of nerfs on here. It used to be that the officer and the sister of battle companion will be getting actually fairly quickly could just destroy everything. So they had to nerf many things. But the game is still eminently playable, just with a little bit more trouble in the beginning. But as you see, the keystone features here is bring it down. The officer immediately grants an ally an extra turn with 2 MP and no MP. If the ally is under effect of voice of command and kills an enemy for the turn, they gain momentum. Like I said. And
I know that this now says 1-time bonus of momentum.
Yes. But here's the voice of command you can do to just forces an ally to push themselves, increasing their characteristics by 10 plus the officer's fellowship bonus for 1 round. And like other such things. So, I will not be directly participating in a lot of combat. I'll be making everyone do a lot of other stuff better. So we go here. Like I said, we have 30 available points. Like I said, what's gonna make the officer better is, for one, fellowship. So we're gonna max that out. Willpower, because we're gonna need to resist the bad things, and we don't want to get hit. So agility. In this game, just dodging attacks is better than soaking damage. So a lot of characters will probably be using light armor unless it's very specific ones. So having a good agility.
This is also usually true of the RPG. Hey, spoilers for the players of the RPG. You do only get a limited number of reactions per round, but you're gonna want to use them to not get hit in the first place, if at all possible.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of having Frack, tank more stuff, because thanks to his unnatural toughness, he gets. I think his armor right now is about 13. His toughness bonus is. What plus armor is 13, so he can take a lot of damage, but even so, even chip damage will add up over time, especially as Frack is going to run screaming into melee combat.
Yep.
Alright. So Lucky actually slightly giggled talking about the sword class frigates before, because that's actually the ship that we have in Rogue Trader. I do believe there are some other options in like other DLC packs, but I just bought the main story packs to begin with, because fun fact, there is ship combat in this game. We will not get into it until we get into more into chapter 1. But here. Let's see here. I am a lusty bastard, so I am going to name this something suitably lusty.
His ambition knows no bounds, chat.
No, Ark, you haven't missed much. We're still, we haven't actually started, so we shall call it the Languid Luxuria. Languid Lust.
Yeah, we just did character creation hard, not character creation savage.
Yes. Luxuria. Alright, but let's double check here. Oh, we need a name. Lazarus. No. Vorgan.
It would be an L. Vorgan. Isidorus.
Isidorus. Borin.
Borin.
Konstantinos.
Constantinus with a K. Very. Nathan with an I. God.
Abner. Nathan again.
Nathan again?
Marn!
Do we get 2 names or just 1 name? Because if we could be Nathan Drake with the I. Orthocy? Jesus.
Cornelius.
Sadly, chat, I don't think I need to seal like half these names because my Rogue Trader character has a very long name, being Nobleborn. But he just goes by Arthur Homelock. Nathan for the 3rd time.
Seth. I like Seth. Let's go.
Pretty simple. There is again, it's very cool of Owlcat to do this, and I believe they've announced a Dark Heresy game as well. Which will be more about the investigatory type stuff of that game. But this really does a pretty good job of capturing the feel of the tabletop while still doing the CRPG thing of automating it all.
Yeah.
Because like that's how you pick a name in the 40K RPGs. Fantasy Flight printed. I mean, it's Fantasy Flight, so of course they printed a table. But there's a giant fucking table that's just like, here's like 5 different name columns, and then male names, female names.
There you go.
And it's just like, yeah, here, pick a name if you can't think of them.
Yeah. Press any key.
Where's the any key on my keyboard? Sorry. Where dost the any rune upon my keytorium? I don't actually remember I don't remember what they call keyboards in 40K. Activation runes is pretty common in novels. Skulls.
Skulls. It me! It us.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Let's see here. As we do with many CRPGs, we have a collection of let's see here. I'm gonna go with 2. Frankly, an excess can be tiring at times. I'm a noble, but I'm tired. I'm already tired. I'm pre-tired.
I believe there are those among us who share that sentiment. But such is our duty, is it not? To overcome base weaknesses and desires, so as to excel in our service to the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
Don't you speak so breathily to me.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius, at your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Because I picked Duke, I have a second option, which is what is this? Duke Seth Anos Venera de Val of Calaxis. You may call me Your Grace.
Calixtus.
We'll go with that one.
My
The
deepest respect
is
to
the
you,
Calixtus
Your Grace.
sector.
A noble of the
I think that's
Imperium.
only war.
It's been
Each of the RPGs are
a
set in a slightly
long
different area
time
of
since
space.
Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins
Throw
are.
it out the window.
From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
All right,
It's
let's.
a very intense conversation all of a sudden.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's not act like an idiot, Lord. So we won't ask about Lord Cassa. Why am I aboard this vessel? You already said I'm a fucking heir. A Master of Whispers is not that hard to fucking figure out. So we'll go with 4. Tell me about the 1-2 ship I have found myself aboard on.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position
This guy may be the most master
I
of
ask that you
Whispers
do not
man I've
incur
seen
her
since the
anger
guy
by
who
being
played
disrespectful or
Varys in Game of
obtuse.
Thrones.
Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Alright.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Alright, fine. Keep your secrets.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Edelthrad.
Alright.
Let's see this through.
That was certainly a man of all time.
Oh, now I gotta follow him. Unfortunately, I do not have, I can't RP walk.
You can't auto walk, a shame. You have to CRPG. You have to Diablo jog.
Yeah. If I hold up tab, I can, look at things.
I think
Greetings, my
what was
lord.
it? Dungeon Siege, the first game I played that was in that style.
I'm gonna keep interfering with it. You can't stop me. Touch. I touched it.
Ah, yes, the Logistica symbols.
Ma'am, your hair is huge. And so are your muscles, Jesus.
She's hitting the space gym. Now, unfortunately, the way I think our Rogue Trader game is going to go is that we are probably also, unfortunately, going to be menaces to our tech priests. Because you're going down the path of being a mech boy. I have Forbidden Lord Xenos and a weakness to alien artifacts. We have 2 psychic power users.
Things are not gonna go well.
Even if the navigator is not a
One of
psyker
the
as
von
such.
Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Hydroflect turret and one of the tanks.
What's happening?
Hold on a minute, those aren't murder servitors.
They're regular servitors, but now they're murdering.
Sure, these guys just having pistols in their
This is
pockets.
a proven solution.
Alright, you have been ambushed. The battle begins. Start the battle. Yeah, blast them.
Well, rip.
Let's see here. So we're in combat, as in CRPGs. We have squares we can move, based upon my movement points, and we have actions we can take.
Gridtacular combat.
Easy.
I'll tell this dude to do something!
Done.
It won't actually mean that much, but whatever. As you can see, we have ranges and stuff, and on top of things, we have the percentage to hit. This is only a hefty 45 to hit, because we are basically out of our good range. But I don't want to get close to that dude.
I know what to do.
No.
Bang! Oh, I hit him. Surprise!
Streamer luck.
Yeah.
Hey, did better than these human pukes with las pistols. Especially that. Jesus, come on, guys. Literally point and shoot.
And
Las weapons are made so easy to use so that they can be mass produced and handed to any bumblefuck in the Imperium. Come on. We must have acquired these guys from Discount Bumblefuck Warehouse.
I can't use it, so I'll shoot this guy again.
Expect this.
Yeah! Let's go!
Did do some damage.
He hit him! Bleh. Kunrad, please stop just doing analyze! Actually, I'm gonna step back here. You get hit by him next. Fuck this here. Wow, still only 45. Well, I've hit 45 chance 3 times out of 3, so we're doing something okay.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got? Just the hand cannon?
I think it's a stub revolver.
That's fair. But it's like a hand cannon, but smaller.
Oh, now you shoot him! Cool!
He was literally waiting until that guy was right there.
An accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Okay, okay. Ah, yes, the enforcers.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Cool. I'm gonna go get lost now.
Yeah, you will. This thing's... assuming we're actually on the third class frigate, but I believe it was it 1.6 kilometers long, I think they said?
Yes.
Ooh, we can look at the stuff.
Tarantula assassin gun.
Tarantula assassin gun.
Standard template complex. In the manufacturers, Kiava Gamma.
Venture forth.
That's one of those interesting things I found about 40K universe, but basically some if not most of their technology is based on finding the construction templates and just abusing the fuck out of them.
Yeah, that was before what they called the Dark Age of technology. Basically, say what you will about the other stuff he did. Yeah, the classic, the Lehman Russ. Very classic tank pattern. But basically, Big E had a pretty streamlined system of governance by declaring himself the Emperor of all mankind, and just everything has a standard format. Like everything got mass produced. They have what they call the STC template. And then, that was it. Unfortunately, we broke some stuff, so, sometimes we lost SCT templates or misplaced them. And the Mechanicus, treats them as holy relics, so they're very slow to fix them or modify them. But they do occasionally make modifications. But it means that almost everything is template or pattern based for the Imperium.
Marching ahead.
And of course, I want to say, obviously, I think part of the reason for this is because it speaks to the model kit maker's mindset. Everything is literally a model kit. Big ass space cathedral.
Yep. It's a huge ass door. See what's going on over here.
Ahead, never linger.
This person has a name. Something bad must have happened to Kront. This ship is just fucking huge.
Yeah, that's the thing about, like, I don't really care for that genre, but if you've ever seen, you know, true scale blah 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 type YouTube videos, 40K is great for that shit because everything is hilariously oversized. You know, we've talked before in podcasts and streams about the old, you know, sci-fi writers have no sense of scale. Warhammer 40,000 is one of those universes where I think they do a pretty good job of actually communicating the scale, because it honestly, I think, makes the audience
simply irrational, lady.
Tune out more. Like, you get inured to the horror of everything if you're just like, oh yeah, sure, the Emperor consumes, you know, 10 million Psyker souls a day or something. Yeah, that's sure.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Should I read out loud these bits that are not voiced? I actually don't know how good the screen is for reading.
If you like, if people want.
We can
Obviously,
do that.
I'm you know, blown up, so I can read it pretty good on Discord, but
I'll read this out. Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valentius appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clapped casually behind her back, everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth, bristling with holsters and baldrils containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
So, as you see here, we have some lore checks that we can make to get in here. Lore Xenos, Lore Warp, and then just other ones. This one, I believe, is Noble-based. And then we just have some more generic ones. I'm going to go with this one. My ambition knows no bounds. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy, however I put my interests first. No matter what means I would have to use, the riches of Aeon 6 would be mine.
Yes. Now I see the blood of the dynasty in your veins. Greed disguised as pride and vanity. What say you to that, Edelthrud? There is an answer that is quite different from yours, isn't it?
Perhaps I have not yet
Yeah,
acquainted myself
Edelthrad.
with all the intricacies of serving on the frontier. But my loyalty to the God Emperor forbids even a shadow.
Ah, what a
of such
little baby
thoughts.
Boy Scout you are,
Heresy,
Edelfred.
whatever form it might take, must be exterminated. And there can be no place for base ambitions. I know his tenets well, unlike our new acquaintance.
Oh, you want to talk shit? Well, shut up, Adelthred. I find your tone most agreeable, Adelthred. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Boom!
Well, I find your company
I could have also
disagreeable.
done shut
Yet
your mouth,
I'm forced
Adelthred,
to
before
endure
I
such.
shut it myself. That's actually, by the way, one of the paths you can take that's Nobleborn is like high vendetta. I think in the RPG, which literally comes with a demerit, which is like, hey, the game master might make you make willpower checks to hold your temper. You might have to fight people. I didn't pick that one because I needed other skills. But
Senior
it's fine.
congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
He leaves.
So, why are you here?
I don't know yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic.
Is it just me, or does everyone put a little extra oomph in when they talk?
This very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and
Well,
carry
she wants to make sure the people
humanity's
have a cheap
light
seats
where
here.
powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Also, she's practiced this speech.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I don't want to seem too eager, but I don't want to seem too dismissive, so I'll deflect with one of. Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Let's see here. If you're satisfied with Adelthred, what sense is you're having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? Nah. Did I
We
hear
have space parties and space drugs to be doing.
I'll ask.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
I feel like I should let her know that, hey, wow, really, really getting his ass. He didn't want to speak about you behind your back. Just like, the whole ship is my back.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
I'm not gonna act like I don't know what navigation and translation is. I'm a smarter boy than that.
To those people who truly don't know.
The Rycat system.
That's where we're going.
Rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
I'll ask what my responsibilities are.
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Very well then. Then as your aide, I shall report to you an incident took place on Edess. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed.
Real.
after all.
True. Get ready for this shit, Lucky. This is just what we're gonna do in space. Is the ship possessed? Is it
Lady
haunted?
Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Now enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Well, I'm not gonna be a fucking brown noser, and I'm not gonna be an idiot. So I think we have no more questions.
In that
Sounds about right.
case, I shall head to disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
And me. What's this?
Hooligans!
On my ship?
These could just be normal bandito burritos.
Challenging me was a mistake.
Nobody's covered in extra spikes and leather straps.
I'd say, but we've been ambushed. Like I said, when we're ambushed, we don't get to pick our starting positions. Normally, we get to move around a little bit.
You have a little bit of the old baby jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I think actually it's a little relevant because we talked about it earlier in the week, I think. But the 14 tabletop RPG, Final Fantasy 14 tabletop RPG has that built in that normally you get the little baby jail from the start of the duty. Yo, what the fuck? Sorry, that guy going apeshit.
Yeah.
Got a melta. These guys are toast, literally. Anyway, but yeah, I think they normally have the starting position circle. I do think maybe if you're surprised, you don't get to pick 2.
Let's set this in
Yeah.
motion.
Bang! Yeah, kill. You do something.
Yeah, I mean these guys are
I know
called
what to do. Consider
you know,
them
heretic
off
gunners or whatever. They're probably just vanilla chaos cultist type guys, militia type guys.
Oh, I can't use voice of
The
command. Oh, they're that's because they're neutral.
the squishiest men I think that exist in 40K.
This is something I do like about this game. This game is not afraid to like throw you against 20 people. It's just usually they're all fucking cannon fodder and will die in like one good hit. So you can be like chewing through guys fairly easy.
Yeah, that's a lot more like the actual like the war games that Games Workshop produces. There are several
Look
varieties of
at
skill
Elamar
that
just
is-
running around cutting like 3 dudes down a fucking turn.
He draws his fucking sword. Woo! Good shot, Mort. But yeah, no, like there are various sizes and scopes of like 40K tabletop games. So there are skirmish games that are really like that, where you just get a couple of you know, a small handful of elite guys and just, you know, what's that? You know, 20 Google Gobos,
Take a team with
Hive
you and
gangers,
clear a path to the
cultists,
transport line. Do
servitors.
not let a single
Get rid of 'em.
whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Alright. Once again, I can run around.
Venture forth.
As you can see, the ship is now engaged in battle. Why we decided to have a fucking mutiny in the midst of war travel is beyond me. All the deck enforcers,
Yeah,
they
there's lots of
blasted.
things we shouldn't do that.
Yes, we have a map.
At least the Geller field is still on.
Yeah, the Gallifrey is what protects us from the warp, right?
Yes.
The lift. Okay.
So, hey, to catch everybody up, by the way, FTL in 40K is pretty heavily inspired by Event Horizon, the movie. So you travel through hell. Technically, it's the warp is like the psychic realm of the collective unconsciousness. But currently, it's hell. It sucks in there.
Hey, it's Akusta
So
Sour
you're-
back again.
you're- Oh.
Oh, there's Mort. Hey, Mort, how's it going? Oh.
Well, he's using a melt-a-gun, so the enemies are melting.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Ooh, spicy.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
Yeah.
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officers' deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Ah, yes, mutiny. But who would attempt a mutiny here, in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Ooh.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Edelthrad's a psyker.
Also true. Shit, is he a sanctioned psyker?
I think he is, yes. The way he was talking about his, the Emperor's tenets and whatnot.
Well, that would probably explain it if he's sanctioned. That means he has been in the same room as Large E.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived
basically,
on
if you're an
transition
unsanctioned
deck.
psyker, they load you on a black ship, and they take you to the Golden Throne. If you're extremely unlucky, your soul is sacrificed to power the Astronomicon, which is Big E's lighthouse in the warp, which is how navigators get around. I'm sure our navigator will talk about it later. If you're medium unlucky, seeing Big E's full psychic glory blows your eyeballs out the back of your head, which is how you get astropaths.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you're so blinded by the process of seeing his radiance. And then if you're the least unlucky, you're a psyker, you're automatically unlucky. You keep all your sanity and all your organs and limbs and are just like a guy now who has to worry about possibly exploding into demons at any given time.
Great.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance.
I don't trust this guy, by the way.
Bring Edelthrad back,
No, fucking Master Whisper's not...
some support.
Master Whisper's not knowing anything about this shit happening?
Directly
Nah, that's sus as
Also-
fuck.
The Lord Captain totally was like, well, he served me beautifully until recently.
Now he sucks, and he's
Turns
no
to the
longer
camera
my
and
aunt.
I'm just like, he's trying to get me killed. Trying to get you killed. Trying to get the other guy killed. It's okay. Mort doesn't like him either. And all I know about Mort is he has a melta gun. Therefore, he is my best friend.
This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I hear and obey. Now is not the time to be sassy.
Then move out. Mort, come.
Mark, can I have that Melta, please? Maybe? No? Okay, I guess it's just me
Mort,
and my...
you're the arch-militant. You got a bolt pistol back there?
Just
You
me
got
and my...
a pistol?
Me and my stub revolver against the ship. Let's go.
You got a hand cannon back there? Yeah, I do actually think in the classic RPG, the stub revolver is one of the crappier guns. I mean, you probably remember from Darktide. You know, it's just like it's like a fucking 5-shot space Webley, and you're like, okay, this will keep the demons at bay.
It's a long walk, and I don't even have a prepper gun. Thanks for reminding me. I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Yes, please walk in front of me. So,
Betrayal!
just as I was gonna say, have him walk in front of me so I can shoot him.
Now we go to the upper decks. The guy was way too whispery and soft-spoken.
No, I was just like, I don't like this guy. He's way too chatty to just be like, oh, yes, hello. I'm the master of whispers. I've just found you on this balcony. How are you doing? Anyway.
What? Oh, I got kicked.
Ow.
Why'd you kick me?
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Vortiger, you two-faced scum. You're the one behind this mayhem. Now it is time to get sassy.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
Ooh, scary.
We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber. This void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to
Heretic.
submit to me,
Yeah.
but you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sore, wretched piece of grok shit?
Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my
Wow, real
work
ass
is
heresy.
done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Ooh. I've been stabbed with something heretical! Fight the voice in your head. I am not your puppet. I'm being controlled against my will!
Stupid ass mind powers.
In the Gateway Arch, you see, how's it pronouncing again?
Cogitator.
Cogitator. With a human likeness built into the front panel, as you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Let's examine the device. Tech, you succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator, which immediately catches your eyes. The strange alloy which was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some of Archaeotech relic. Gain experience. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With a screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. The lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Let's examine the Sentinel. Oh. A whisper runs through your consciousness. demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Vortigern wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Examine the Sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread and has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creator of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Look for anything that can be used as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding anything that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber's anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken paddle or protruding piece of rebar in sight. Place your hand into the servitor's maw. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you can hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid string of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you can catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is this a figment of your very mind? Whatever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Who is this?
Genetic code identified. Child of House von Valancius. Do you require assistance?
Thank you, helpful computer.
Yes. You hear a displeased grunt in your minds as if the lurking entity has sensed something that is not to its liking. Yes, Sentinel. Threaten to threaten my life and the safety of the warrant. Help! Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem that the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Also very rogue trader to have
Surprise!
double security system. Right, tarantula auto guns. Ooh.
There is still another way.
Woo! Victory!
Thank you, flamethrower statues.
Let's see this through.
Let's go check on the Warrior Train real quick. Is it cool? Is it neat? It's huge!
Big.
Let it be known that by my will and the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade. Something, 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 something. Look at that big-ass scroll!
Nightmares, reigns of fate. I would think there should be a conclusion there that's supposed to say, you know, who... Because the payoff to that should be, you know, signed God Emperor of Mankind.
Mm-hmm. I need to contact someone! Brotherly Theodora!
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Oh my god, the skull is clippy.
Restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The server soul goes silent, its relay clicking. Second after second passes, and you realize the server skull will not answer you. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
I will not be an idiot and just say, are you the Warren Sentinel, as it just said it was the mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel. Leave me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration
Cool. Nope, that tells me I got my journal. Like, honestly, like, Max, you're talking about, like, a defense system into our warring base. I think we probably have, best thing would probably be defenses against, hit and run and boarding actions to do this kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, our warrant isn't fancy. This is, strictly speaking, like a piece of archaeotech.
Yeah.
Like, this is a very, very fancy, special... Oh. I know you.
I don't, but I think they're going to give me a stabbing. Chainsword. I just love the moment of that chainsword just showing up like
Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Kunrad Voltic is a traitor. When we parted way on the opposite deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me out. Or do I want to be like, how did you find me? Are you with that traitor? Yes, I'm suspicious of people now. What the fuck is going on here?
Master, with all due respect, what nonsense are you saying? Kunrad? A traitor?
So it would seem. But he is not here, and we have a mutiny at the end.
Indeed. Indeed. That is easier said than done, of course. But seeing one of Lady Theodora's heirs alive inspires at least some degree of optimism.
Woo!
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Okay, cool. So, first things first, we're gonna use this med kit to patch me up.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Outstanding. Now back to the front line.
I am very eager to get back into the fight. Let's see here. How do I open it up? Ah, here we go. Alright, so, got a body glove. Put that shit on. I can't use Medicaid. Alabard can, so he'll get another one of those. And then we will go, sort... Oh, shit.
Noticeable improvement.
I didn't get to equip the gun!
The trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding...
Why did I only get to equip one gun weapon? You son of a bitch!
The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Great, we're going blind.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
I could be asking questions, but I feel there's more pressing things we need to do.
We can walk and talk.
We can walk and talk. Navigator Sandins, very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To all loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
I low-key love, Abelard.
Looks like we have a problem on our hands.
From what I've heard, he's very popular, yes.
Your Emperor won't
Right, so this is when you're expecting a fight, you have the ability to move people around. Like, I can, like, put myself forward, which I am not going to do. Instead, I'm going to put Abelard right up there, right in there. Get in there. You got this. I believe in you, Abelard.
Plus 10.
They won't expect this.
You serve me.
I know what to do.
Voice of command. Like I said, I don't know why. The game didn't let me equip the gun and the sword. It just let me equip the sword. So I guess I'll get in there. But Abelard has some abilities here. Let's see here. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, basically you get a couple of, even equips just give you a couple abilities. Like, here, you have this regular hit, then we have a cleave. Let's see here. Let's take care of the guys that are closest to me. So.
My place is at the fore.
Nope.
One fewer target.
Abelard does that. Then we can do a charge and hit another dude. Can I hit this one? Yes.
I took care of this one.
Alright, cool. And then we'll do a brace for impact. So I take less damage. And that's it. Now all these guys get to go.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Get parried, idiot.
We are only playing on normals, so these guys are not a super threat.
Well, you know, it's the same thing that you know, the players and stuff have to deal with. They probably have, like, you know, 20s or 30s to hit. Basically, you're just rolling dice.
I missed! I'm horrible. Abelard, I need you to kill all those men so you can come help me. Right away.
Like the aftermath of an orbital strike.
Yeah!
Out of my way.
No foe too great.
I'm gonna hit him! Yeah! Oh, I did that wrong. I can look up. Yeah, no, look at these guys. Oh, God. Well, this guy gets a... Man, but yeah, he only has like a 15 and only a 25 in ballistic skill. Jesus. These guys are very, very, small
It
time.
sounds very appropriate for... These guys are basically not even, what would I say? Not even Rogue Trader bad guys. These are like the starter villains you would get in Dark Heresy, which is a lower powered game already. Like, they're not meant to be hitting you. It's just one of those things that, like, in the tabletop RPGs, if they wing you a little with these, you know, you're gonna be like, ow, ooh, that's smarts.
All right. So let's make sure I quit my gun. These are just regular ass swords. They're not gonna actually do me that much good. This system actually does something that is actually pretty fun. What you actually can I pull it up? Let's see here. Where is it? Ah, cargo. The way that, like, you're a rogue trader, you have ungodly amounts of money. You don't worry about purchasing things. Usually, what you're more concerned about is giving gifts to improve your reputation with certain factions that you meet later. The way you do that is through your cargo. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna probably ever use a las pistol or these fucking swords. So what I can do is always add to the cargo zone, and then add them to cargo, which will give me melee weaponry. And if that reaches 100, I can give these to a faction later to improve my reputation with them. Because I can basically pick up everything. Also, same with las pistols. This ain't no... It's just a las pistol. Add to that. So there's a ranged weaponry one. Alright. Oh! We also have leveled up!
To victory.
Let's see here. So, I'll get my next point in that. And I'll have to pick my next... That's probably going to go with Persuasion. which is probably the best one. Or do I want to go with commerce? What is it right now? They're both... whatever. Fuck, I'll just go with commerce at the top. I think that's it. Yeah. And Abelard. Athletics or corrals? Probably not Medicaid. Oh. Athletics. I think that there's going to be more athletic checks before there's going to be that. So we'll do that. All right. But we're ready for combat.
Marching ahead.
Was it backspace? Hit them both? Yes. Let's roll, Abelard. Something I do like about this game... Oh, yes, we're going to be moving around. Right into the Navigator Sanctum. Something I like about this game is you don't need... You can just send your best person to do a thing, and it will succeed for, like, the entire party. So you don't need, like, one person... Oh.
I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head.
Ooh. Combat roll to safety.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hear from the sea or standing before you. What are you doing here?
Yeah, get his ass.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What?
Sounds bad.
You don't mean the engine seer prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
We must see if the navigator as well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the corridor. Let's grab Idira so she'll run around with us.
Yep.
Fallen piece of debris almost proved fatal to you. Without Idira's protections, you might have remained in this corridor forever. Alright, let's double check everyone's gear. He got some armor, he got some Medicae. She has a staff! It does lightning! Also has armor.
Shock staff. Pretty common, yeah.
Alright, so let's open the door.
Thump, thump.
Let's seize the moment.
Alright, so let's get in there. Hey there, heretics, it's me, Yadoom. Let's get...
Your doom is here.
Hey, Willard! Kill that psyker. Just get in there, all up in there. I will stand over here, under partial cover, thank you. Start the battle. Let's see, Idara has Forewarning, Carry and Dodge, Psychic Shriek, and Analyze Enemies. Ah, that's right, she's an operative. She has, she's good at putting analysis stacks, which you could be used to do more damage and stuff. Let's see here.
Well, that's good, because the last guy we analyzed, you know, mysteriously stood there in the back.
Yeah. So, I'll point out now that we have a Psyker, we also have this lovely Veil Degradation. When Psykers reach deeper into the warp to power their abilities, there's always a chance of the Empyrean bleeding into our reality, a factor that is inevitably destructive and damaging. At the beginning of combat, Veil Degradation usually starts at 0. Key point being usually here. Veil Degradation.
Yeah, you're already engaging in some perils.
Veil Degradation increases by 1 for each use of minor psychic power, and 3 for each use of a major psychic power. It decreases by 1 each round. We're already at 9. It goes up to a max of 20, and at 15, there's that little demonic head there, so I'm a little concerned about that.
Yeah, this is a pretty good way of doing this, I think. The way Perils of the Warp and stuff like that works in the RPG is that you're... Generally, it's like when you roll doubles or certain things, or you might have to roll an apparently. Then there's stuff like pushing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That makes it more dangerous. But it's all, like, part of your random rolls. This is just kind of like a passive, like... Hey, if you just keep using psychic powers, it will just cap.
Alright, so we'll try using a minor psychic one, Psychic Screech here. Here, just get yelled at. Whoops, I did that wrong. Here you go. Oh, a gust of cold wind ruffles your hair. I guess that was, it wasn't Perils of the Warp. There's something... There's like 2 steps. One is usually like a minor effect, and then usually the bad one is like Perils of the Warp, which is like the really bad stuff. But let's see here.
Yeah, it might be like minor psychic encounter or something.
Phenomena. Yeah, this Forewarning is also good. We already did one.
Phenomena.
Yeah. Let's see here. So we will call it good there. Now it's me.
Easy.
Abaddar, kick their ass.
As said, so done.
Okay, so now that I have a gun, much like in the tabletop, we can actually, you know, do like full auto actions, even with like this pistol here, like and we have ammo, like there's 6 rounds in it. I can do a pistol burst, which will fire multiple more burst fire, but has a tendency to sometimes miss. Oh wait, nope, I hit the wrong key. I need to hit 4.
Area of expertise.
Okay.
Count me out.
I think I did something weird, but I don't have the AP anymore.
I think you used an ability.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh, somehow. Oh, I used the melee attack? Okay, weird. Don't know why it let me do that, but it doesn't matter. I'm not here to do damage really anyway.
Here we go.
You just say, here we go. What is he, an orc?
Don't know, but we're gonna...
I've seen worse battles than this.
Doesn't matter. Get wrecked here. Now we're gonna do a stabbing.
Indeed.
And because we can...
Victory is imminent.
Ha! 1 damage, whatever. I take 1 damage, you take the death.
I will do my duty.
And we'll do... Brace for impact. Sharpshooter. He's gonna shoot sharp. Really wasn't good at it. Let's see here. Okay, so the warp is going down. We're at 8 now. Let's do more screaming.
It did say every full turn.
We'll do. Farewell.
And then do this on that guy.
Was that
Give him
you?
more stacks.
Or
We'll end. Alright, so I need to hit 4 to do the pistol burst. I accidentally hit 2 earlier. So I pop out and like... Oh, I hit him. Okay, cool. And he died. Voice of command is nice, but I can only use it on each character once every 2 rounds, and Idea's already gone in Abelhard, so there's no point in it, so I'm just gonna keep moving. He cast a misfortune! How do I check Kyria? What does this do? Suffers a minus 20 penalty to dodge. Well, you probably should have done a minus 20 to fucking hit, because I'm about to... Yep.
Shoot him.
Not even shoot him, just cut him up.
It will be done.
Death.
Not really a good plan, man.
Let's see. The creature in the chair appears to become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through 2 dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. 2 ordinary eyes, as well as a third one that sits in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Spider still lives.
Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Abelard, point to look.
Master Spiders.
Your time is short.
Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
it came from beyond. His body is not his.
Night Shriek Idira?
Yes, very much is in fact Shriek and Terror.
Idira's shriek is echoed by silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of Navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The Navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fits stop abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from beneath his third eye has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
I'll address Abelard, the navigator still alive, but barely so. What do we do now? Kind of lost here.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try.
Well, you don't actually need the Master Helmsman. I'm pretty sure there's a big red button on the console. It's just that maybe only the Master Helmsman knows which lever it is.
I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give her
No,
a
that
response.
guy's cooked.
response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under closed eyelids, and the Vox at the base of his chair is bellowing out static interspersed with dicking echoes of otherworldly laughter. Alright, first things first, loot bodies. Let's see here. We got axes, scrappy auto guns, and the psychic staff. We probably
could take that staff.
Well, I think it's oops, info. It must be used by a sanctioned psyker, unsanctioned psyker, or psychic awakening. Yeah, it's actually interesting. I do believe that in the Owlcat game, at least anyway, a sanctioned psyker actually has a reduced chance of triggering psychic phenomenon, but a sanctioned, unsanctioned psyker, while they have more chances of triggering perils of the warp, their psi rating is one level higher.
Yeah, I don't remember because they've done the psyker rules like several different ways for several different games, but I believe that is similar. That normally your sanctioned psychers and like your marked astropaths and stuff will have abilities to basically dampen their psi rating, which is like a stat that they calculate in order to reduce their chance of psychic phenomena or perils.
Mm-hmm.
But in return, they are weaker. But they can choose to be unfettered, which means more risks but more juice. So I guess hypothetically, the unsanctioned is just constantly unfettered.
Okay.
And then of course you've got context of like for instance, you can play as psyker in Deathwatch, the Space Marine RPG. Space Marine librarians cheat.
What do you mean they cheat?
They have Space Marines have access to a special device, their Psychic Hood, which basically means they almost never have to deal with I think they're constantly protected from perils and psychic phenomena unless they choose to go the extra step and risk their powers. So basically you will never have a perils or a phenomena table result as a Space Marine psyker unless you're well, I really need to do big psychic shit. So
as my understanding is that the Space Marines are just cheaters in general.
Well, they are, superhuman warriors.
Right, so we're heading to the upper decks.
Yay.
Hit the any key! Blah. Oh, he almost made it.
And that's what he gets for running straight. They're fine. Cover.
It's all over for you.
Blah!
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
Blah.
Shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me.
This is a very inaccurate representation of the Sister of Battle being so accurate.
He would protect us.
My God, my light,
Throw up your gang signs!
Emperor.
Yeah, Argenta! The Whitehead warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment, she seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target in she's starting with you.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Seth Von Valencia, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Do not even think to insinuate that I am one of the tracers. I will not let such an affront fly. I don't care if you got a big-ass guide. I have my pride.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy.
Cool, I guess.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is the worry of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rotatorship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Right, you
Good work, Abelard.
Yeah.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and
You dissimulated it all, and also, you know, assuaged everybody very rapidly.
Nah, we must get to the main deck of the hall.
Door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alright, let's get some looting real quick done.
The goods.
Oh, a well-maintained stub revolver, yeah!
Ah, a slightly better quality stub revolver.
But yes, now just cargo will be showing up of just things, like provisions.
Doesn't look like void ale, but sure.
And it's
you know.
As I said, they're using just generic things. Vat mill cakes, low capacity fuel tanks. Collect all.
I'm glad to know that the STC for propane tanks survived to the 41st.
Yeah, so like I said, it's slightly more damage. I'll take it. I'll take what I can contain in these trying times. Also, I probably will not ever need an actual stub revolver again, so add to cargo.
What is your if you know for playing this game, or what sort of thing in your pistol slot are you thinking about in future then?
Honestly, usually I put a fucking a sniper rifle in this dude's hands.
That's fair. That does mean you get to keep distance.
Yeah, no. Like the whole thing about this build is I actually don't fight. Most of my turn is just buffing other people to do more things. So whether or not I'm actually good at combat really doesn't matter. My turn is making someone else take a turn.
But if you need to shoot, you probably want to be shooting from very far away with something suitably damaging.
Yeah, so I usually go with the sniper rifle. In my game, I found something called like a rubble sniper rifle, which was actually pretty good. Oh,
that's good. There's a door. I was gonna say, do you need to? But she's moving.
Yeah. No.
You need to group up with her, but yeah, we just need to move the plot door.
Yeah. What's it? Inventory. Yes. The good sister comes
Sounds
with
like
meat.
Dallas's character is going to become a sneaker.
She does start with a bolter. Unfortunately, it's a shitty bolter. It's actually, you know, very worn and not well maintained, so it's not that good. Eventually, I will get better bolters, but For right now, it's
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That probably is something that they had to. God, well, your guns are terrible. An auto pistol? Ugh. Yeah. I think the auto pistol is always the shittiest gun in these games. But no, that makes sense because like even the human-sized bolters, like the Goblin Diaz pattern she's got there, are like they're very iconic. So they're usually some of the best guns in those games. So having to like crappy hers up by it clearly being like well worn, honestly looks like Imperium surplus with that camo pattern on it. Like some poor guardsman was using it for like a 10-year campaign in the trenches, and she's just like, ooh, free bolter.
All right, but there be dudes here.
The Emperor is with us.
Like honestly, for like my character already having the choices, like for pistol type weapons, Arthur probably already has the gun he's gonna use. It's just I would like to buy a higher quality plasma pistol so it's less likely to explode me.
No, I think that's like the thing I've been looking at stuff. There's like a lot of fun things and stuff, but generally you don't want to be going too crazy on the weapons. You just want better versions of the weapons you kind of got.
Yeah, like in like Dark Heresy, where you actually like are constrained by your ability to possess what is it, throne gelt, like literal Imperium gold coins. You have to budget control. Like you will get crappy surplus equipment, and you will be using whatever you can beg, borrow, and steal until like you actually get enough renown that your Inquisitor is like, okay, let me use my unlimited black budget authority to get you a gun that fires, 9 out of 10 times. If we ever actually run Dark Heresy, grenades are the way to go usually.
Yeah, as you can see there.
Yeah, we missed a few times. Oh.
Yep.
Got a couple of hits on the line attack though.
Yep. Like I said,
parried idiot.
Like I said, Argenta takes a few levels to actually get going, unfortunately. Okay.
Again, makes sense. They're probably softballing early. All right, you did start at 0.
Did start at 0, so I am not going to feel necessarily bad about blasting people.
But yeah, no, like I said, in Dark Heresy, like you actually work your way towards like the qualifications and a bit. Like even having a like guardsman quality las gun is like great.
Lightning.
But in stuff like Dark Heresy, it's like, or in Rogue Trader, you're like, literally my Rogue Trader is like, hey, pick one. You can have a best craftsmanship las pistol, a good craftsmanship hand cannon, or a, common craftsmanship plasma pistol. I picked the plasma pistol because the soup gun is very funny.
Soup gun!
All right. Also, again, most people in Dark Heresy can't even afford one plasma pistol. So, like, it's a different sort of tier up to get the stuff. This probably, with the way that kind of using the craftsmanship style of thing, works very well for the CRPG style, like, loot tiers.
Well, I'm gonna want Argenta to shoot better, so I'll give her buffs. And then if I kill this dude, Abelard should be able to deal with that person.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to get close, though, so... Nope.
Bang.
3. There we go. 51% chance to hit. Let's go.
What to do?
Whiff.
He ducked.
So Abelard is gonna...
If he was standing up like a gentleman, I would have struck him.
See, Abelard agreed. Then we do a charge. Alas! Reinforcements!
Ain't always the way.
It is. Abelard can't do anything else, so his turn is over. Black. Alright, we're Sister Argenta again. Let's see here. Can I? Yes, I can. I mean, 'cause I can't fire big-ass guns in melee combat, so I need to at least be, 1 square away. Yes, I'm doing burst fire is actually like a 3-column thing. So I can basically hit any targets, you know, within the 3 range. So we'll do that. Oh, we got 1. We got 2. Rad. We can't do anything with momentum yet, so that's kind of pointless, unfortunately. This game has something fun called heroic abilities, which are based off your momentum. Basically, you get enough momentum, you basically get to proc a super ability, which is pretty fun. Each different class has a different one, but it's only
kind of like the RPG, and also especially like Fantasy Flight's later result, where they added every Star Wars career has a signature ability.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. It's like a signature ability. Yes.
I know what is to come.
Let's blast him with the lightning again. Woo boy, we're up to 6 already. And we'll just end the turn. What you doing hitting my psyker? Stop that. Hit me! Voice of command, we'll give that to Abelard.
This in motion.
I can definitely see if it's like if it's like every 2 turns you can use it for whoop.
Yep, whiffed again.
You can use it on ally. Having a couple of having multiple people, you know, lets you set up a rotation.
All right, so actually no, I'll go here. Slap this nerd. I like it when you're only a few, you just walk. It's like, I'm in no rush. But then also, because I can. Yeah, I literally don't care. Get Abelard. Once again. Brace for impact. Keep myself up and running. It's Argenta. Let's see here. Oh, we only got 2 rounds left in this.
I'll do it.
Just do a single shot. Everything's good.
As
Reloading!
Commands, I act.
That's another thing we're gonna have fun with in the tabletop RPG. I'm pretty sure there's talents for it, but the reload times on weapons can be quite fierce.
But of course.
Whack!
I think it takes 2 full actions for me to reload my plasma pistol.
Oh, yeah, no, I do know there are definitely some... I know orc weapons usually have heinous reload times.
It's probably because, like, that's, like... orc weapons reload, like... God, what sort of game am I thinking of? You know...
Damn!
You know, I don't know why I'm envisioning a very, like, specific video game, you know, ass reload animation of, like, some sort of, like, cobbled together guns. Probably something like a BioShock or some of the other, like, post-APOC games out there, but just, like, I'm just imagining, you know, you've got, like, a machine gun, but instead of a belt, you just have, like, a fucking hopper with a crank. Dump the rounds in, and you hand crank it to put them in the gun, and you're like, how does that work? That's more secret. It doesn't.
Let's switch guns here. Because I can't... I don't want to shoot Abelard. But I want to kill this man. So we switch to the auto pistol. Good job, Argenta. Oh, we have running gun again. I think I can... Yes, running gun lets me try again. There we go. Capped his ass. Alright, let's see if there's anything fun in here. Nope, not really. Just scrappy auto guns and swords.
Who would even take an auto gun?
You guys got anything? Nope. Alright. This is the officer's deck. That's where the officers like to hang out.
Armchairs.
Yeah. Woo, goods. We got synth leather, set of icons, void sweat L, Make sure we grab everybody so everyone's getting their perception checks and stuff in. There are, like, hidden crates and stuff all over the place. Electrified Shardnet, a Xeno artifact, Great Flasks, Groxmeat Rump Steaks. Sound pretty good.
Oh yeah, that is was Roadhog's original ult. I think was like he put an extra box on his gun.
What's this guy got? He's got machine set rights and a multi-key. Basically lets me attempt certain checks again. Possessed Daemon Engine Heart. 25% of a hair.
Why do we have 2 Daemon Engine Hearts in the officer's deck?
I don't know.
The synth leather and stuff, that's fine.
Let's see here. Icon sets. Machine Spirit Vaultlet. Belly churn wheels. I don't know what that is, but apparently you eat it. Okay, so open the door with logic. Whoever usually has the best in it will go for it automatically.
Perfect.
And we can get in here. Touch stuff. More goods. This will become important later. Operator gloves. The wearer gets +3 to tech use. This was actually something that I did find actually a little disappointing about Rogue Trader. While there is gear and stuff, there's not a lot of it. There's not a lot of stuff to get bonuses to do stuff. It's usually stuff to let you do, like, weird stuff. Let's see. Who has the best tech use here? I have 35, 30, 30, 30. Okay. I guess it's me!
The actual tabletop has probably a little better, but different uses for items. But yeah, you got a lot of little trinkets, it looks like. Also, by the way, the belly churn. Popular with nomadic peoples, the belly churn is an animal stomach filled with milk, sewn shut, then flung over the side of a riding beast to slowly curdle.
Oh, it's fucking...
Cheese is regarded as a delicacy.
So it's cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I think if I can wing it and we could play the game, I do think I'm gonna see if I can make Frax like fucking start making alcohol in his workshop, because that would amuse me.
I'm sure you can. I'm pretty sure we have,
well,
the representative of the monetary value and difficulty of such items.
Yeah, this is the thing of, it's one of those things of, like, playing, like, looking at the Rogue Trader, I do kind of like the idea of how they do their advances instead of just drowning you in fucking options. He's like, here, you can pick from these advances. If you want something different from these, you can ask your GM, but here you go. Which, lets you definitely stay on a, a specific course. But it makes it a little bit harder to do if you want to do something weird. Like, I think I would have to get, like, fucking trade brewing or something. Brewmaster. Brew. To, like, be good at making alcohol. And I don't actually know if that's a thing. Alright, so what was it? Open?
Yeah, I think they kind of, like... Because I think you'll see, like, reading through the books, the skeleton of, like, what would become the Star Wars RPG inside their 40K RPGs. And, like, you definitely, I think, see that in the way that careers and specializations work in Edge of the Empire, which is like, okay, if you're buying a specialization in career, it's cheaper, but you can bolt on specializations from other careers to your character in a different career if you want to start mixing and matching.
Ooh, a shotgun. That's new and fresh. Let's grab that.
Combat shotgun feels very good in Darktide.
Let's seize the moment.
Alright. Do one last check, make sure I didn't miss anything. One thing I wish about this game, I wish I could just have it set so that all interactable objects are just highlighted at all times. Lucky is literally running around this game holding the tab key so I can see what I can interact with. Books. Yes, cool. Alright. So, real quick. Alright, we got some Medicaid kits. Let's make sure people are equipped with them. Abelard and the Sister of Battle is able to use them. Abelard, have a shotgun. Wait, or do I want a shotgun? Shit. No, Abelard, you're good with the shotgun. I want a shotgun. Yeah! Alright, now we gotta get on out of here. Blow the door with demolitions. With a melter charge.
Never doubt me.
Oh, we leveled from that. Woo! Bring it down. This is the bread and butter right here. What we got here? Endure until the warrior's next turn. They gain +2 defense and 10 temporary runes. This is actually very good. Keeps you going real good. Expose weakness. This is good. Normally when you do an ally's enemies, the operative hit has to hit it. But with this, I can just take all those stacks of analyze and just make the whatever I'm fighting weaker. It's very good. And then Sister of Battle, her thing is Revel and Slaughter. This is good. Basically, the way that this one, works is basically, if I get 3 kills, I get some buffs. Also, if I use Run and Gun, which is her first ability, and then get the 3 kills, this removes the debuff from it. So it's a very thing. The more times I can do it, the better. And there's some very interesting builds going on here, but let's see here. Okay, so everyone's leveled up. Let's get out of here. Where are we going? Let's go this way. Oh, autosave. Thank you.
Venture forth.
Let me touch the goods. Game.
Everybody has to figure out where they line up.
Was easy.
There we go. I found the book.
Catechism of St. Drusus.
The deck officer's helm grants +5 armor.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Thank you, Abelard. Have a hat.
Whatever you wish.
Oh, wait, no. Make sure I grab everybody. A fallen steel has blocked.
Everybody huddle up.
Path. We must go another way. This way is also blocked. This is what I'm talking about with, hidden objects. If they shown purple, there was something hidden there. I believe you have to make a perception check for that, and not always the same. Alrighty. Gasp! Things are breaking. Ooh, hot fire! The roar of flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. Then you see the figure waddle out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencius.
Are you lost, my heir?
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Warp trickery! Ah!
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
That is impossible.
I'm having a great time.
Doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you.
That's power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. And that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
I'm not sure about that, Argenta. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I think that's how that works for you. I don't know if that's how that works for me.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
That also sounds like a bad idea.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Oh, what's this? Am I have to make some sort of moral choice?
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
So as you can see here, we have three choices, which hail to the three belief systems we got here. We got dogmatic, walk through the fire, the enemy will guide me, the righteous through their path. Heretical, accept the offer of help, take my pain away, and give me power. And iconoclast, get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. We're going to go with iconoclast because, I'm going to be real, neither of those other two ones sound like very tempting to me. So...
Yeah, I think, there's room for certain logic about the heretical, but...
You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forget about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but bellowing fire. Iconoclast, plus 15.
I mean, I think there's something to be said for there is something, I guess, kind of like, simplified and kind of reassuring about trying to play a dogmatic character and just being like, nope, I understand, everything's easy. But it can also
To the same place all
The problem with being morally inflexible is that you're morally inflexible, which means you often end up, like with the way these sort of stories are written, you often end up just kind of doing the same thing that's expected of you over and over again.
Yeah, so this game features basically this trifecta of, what do I want to call this? Morals. You basically have dogmatic, belief in the holiness and infallibility of the laws of the Imperium, adherence to the precept of the God Emperors and the Holy Chosen Ones, carrying out his will to the ignorant and unruly Mancers, unfettered hatred of the enemies of mankind, be they traitors, heretics, xenos, or servants of chaos. Then we have heretical, devotion to the corruption attained of the warp through total submission to the basest and darkest impulses of the soul, or constant worship of the ancient gods of the immaterium. And then iconoclast, which I went here, belief in the value of freedom and human life and freedom, faith in the power of goodwill, capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without the need for artificial prohibitions. The desire to seek out common ground and compromise rather than uncompromising destruction. As you can see here at the top, we have like two scales. We have the Puritan, which is just pure dogmatic, and radical, which both heretical and iconoclast fall under. This system is interesting in that you can actually, make multiple choices from all of them. So you can be, dogmatic and heretical. You can be like fucking heretical and iconoclast and dogmatic, up to certain points. Once you reach a certain point, though, I think it's like tier 3 of something, though, you can't go higher than tier 2 in any of the other ones, though. Each tier does give you a little bonus an ability to, which I think is pretty fucking neat. Actually gives you some weight to your choices here. Like this one is above the Thundering Guns. Basically, now, whenever I start combat, the Rogue Trader and 2 random allies start with temporary roofs equal to their own resolve. And stuff. Dogmatic starts with, grim determination. Actually, hang on. Rogue Trader and allies gain a 10% chance to survive with 1 wound instead of falling unconscious. And Heretical is resource preservation. Rogue Trader and their allies gain a 20% chance to save a combat stimulant or medikit after using it. And each tier has something up there, which is each pretty cool. But throughout the story, we will get chances to, make choices based upon those 3 things and, be influenced accordingly. But for right now, neither here or there, we still need to get to the damn bridge.
Stay sharp.
What's this? Crash the platform, ballistic skill, 100%. Sure, why not? Let's just let's shoot it up! This totally will work! Just how I planned! Just skedoodle on the other side here. Oh.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak. Without us.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Maud headed for earlier.
That's right, you guys are back up on here.
Yep. We did not make it to the meeting with the heir, but we gotta go to the secret lift. First things first, touch this.
Yeah, look at that pile of debris. What's in it?
Fire selector mods and high-octane promethium canister. Yeah, let's get that out of the fire. That seems bad.
Marching ahead.
Spicy canister. Promethium is space petroleum.
Oh god.
And also space napalm.
Space bomb.
Basically, whenever Games Workshop needs a liquid fuel that burns, it's promethium. I do like the idea, though, that there were just 4 of the little fucking fire selector levers, just sitting in that pile of rubble for some reason. What's this? Safe semi-full?
Reinforced thermoplast. Consecrated promethium mix. Adamantine hit guards. Collect all cargo.
I think this cargo system seems like a really good way to handle this sort of thing of just like... basically just giving you vendor trash without giving you vendor trash.
Yeah.
Like, actually making it stick in your inventory, so you can just get some stuff.
Lex Mechanic Goggles grants +3 logic. And more machine set rights, which is useful. A plasma conduit blazes with the energy capable of powering a vast void ship.
Forge ahead.
Despite we saying...
everything...
I like how we say vast void ship, but like the frigate is like one of the smaller vessels we got.
Yep.
Let's see.
I just say void ship, but yes, I think most Imperium ships are based off of plasma drives, basically.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, right. Let's see. Who has the best logic right now? You have 35. You have 30. You have 30. You have 30. Okay, I guess it's me again. Put on them goggles. Woo! I've gone from 1 to 2. Literally. That's slightly hilarious.
2 goggles.
Alright, but
That's the shit I need.
again, I was looking at the gear. There's not much in the way of gear that just gives you bonuses to skill checks. It's usually like very specific things. The little captain's quarters. Hit the any key. Find Theodora von Valencius. She's dead. Gasp. She's dead.
Well.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the rogue trader now. Well,
I mean, we all knew it was, you know, the flags were huge.
The flags were huge. But let's take a look, peek around. Giant
This
ass.
is your room now.
Yeah, this is my room now. Check out this giant ass bed. That's where the magic happens.
2 huge wardrobes.
What is this thing? Jesus. I
Your,
got a fucking pool.
Your ablutionatorium. Actually, I'm sure there are, because High Gothic is very Latin based. I'm sure there's a Roman bath word for what that would be. That exact sort of pool.
Weird ass trophies.
The ball.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? What's this? Helm of the Devoted Protector requires dogmatic. Oh, yes, another thing in this game. There are definitely some equipment tied to certain characters. So you have to be dogmatic follower to get this. But immune to critical hits in the first 3 rounds of combat. It's very nice. Argenta, you need a hat. Also, I think you're the only one who's actually, you know, dogmatic in this group right now. It's gold!
Why it's, you know, dogmatic style. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that Sister Argenta's power armor should come with a hat.
I don't think she's actually
But,
wearing
you know,
like power armor right now. I think she's wearing. Yeah, she's just wearing a mesh chest plate. She doesn't get power armor. Actually, I don't even know what power armor is looking like in this game. I haven't gotten that far.
She's got the power backpack, but yeah, you're right. She's not technically she's wearing like carapace, but most Sisters of Battle should be in a lightweight set of power armor.
The murder scene.
Which would be rough the power level of what a rogue trader would be wearing too, because you can have a shitload of money.
Theodora von Valence's body is sprawled on the huge blood-drenched desk. The Archmilitan's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slipped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
R.I.P. Mort.
Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
No. Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I'll say nothing. I don't know what's going on here.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Archmilitant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Oh, let's go check the Archmilitant. See what he got. An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of the skull. The safety on the Archmilitant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he.
Damn.
Yeah. Examine Theodora. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue's trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life.
I would be surprised too if somebody killed me with an auto pistol.
Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-spattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean closer, you also notice something else, small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Inspect the shards by the desk. It is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they've been submerged in promethium. Dear, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Inspect the papers. Reports, account, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document which is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC, and they seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Imperium test. And shiz a seva down your spine. That the author of this letter is addressed to Theodora von Valencia, signed with the seal of the Horror Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Gain 20 experience. Let's be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more. No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you?
Argenta has more of a heart than you, Idira.
I'll find the one responsible for murder.
I think Idira has a heart, but she might have a little too much heart.
Oh no! Like I said,
I'm pretty sure she's an unrestricted psyker.
So. True enough. True enough.
I mean, this. I don't know a lot. Like, I haven't actually played a lot of Outcast games. I own one of the Pathfinder games, like on Steam, but I've never installed and actually sat down to play it. You know how it is. You know how it be. But this feels like the classic like RPG setup. Like, you know, depending on your personal personality and character preferences, like, Argenta is, you know, she's. There you go. Very good cloak. Argenta is dogmatic. She's a fervent follower of the Emperor.
Actually, we can't.
She's gonna be out here talking about witchcraft and stuff, shit like that.
Yeah, no, but
you can check.
Yeah, no, like Argenta is dogmatic 3. Idira is heretical 2. And Albert is iconoclast 2, but dogmatic 1.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
He works for a rogue trader dynasty. He is the seneschal, so he's probably a little pragmatic, but tries to be a proper citizen. But yeah, like, and I got to say this: maybe someday I will finish the dreaded fail portrayal Warhammer 40K. The episodes that'll actually be longer than the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering ones. Oh Jesus! Who's that fucker?
It's a combat servitor.
Combat servitor? Oh fuck!
It's only at half health though. And it has
another funny thing about
character
design, right? For CRPGs, you get to tweak enemies like that. But yes, if I ever did that, I can talk about it. But I've always personally thought the Sisters of Battle are super interesting because their thing is like, yes, we are the in the faction of dogmatics, we are the most dogmatic and straightforward. I think the no men under arms thing is actually very funny. That's why the Sisters of Battle are all sisters. But just, fighting your enemies with nothing but your guts, your faith, and this handy flamethrower I found is very cool. They are kind of like, depending on the version of the tabletop war game, they are kind of about the fire trifecta, bolter, flamer, melta, which is all neat. But also, they do literally have faith-based powers and faith-based dice re-rolls. So like I said earlier, I think Sister Argenta could have walked through the fire unharmed if she just believed hard enough. I don't think the others could have gotten that one. At least with your current setup, you got to be pretty into the funny haha faith builds.
All right, so this is how we start making Sister Argenta do stuff. So I slap her with "You serve me." Hit her with Voice of Command. Then I hit her with Bring It Down.
Set this in motion.
She automatically gets to do stuff. I can then immediately hit Run and Gun. Do this. Start laying into these guys. Oh, shit, that was the auto pistol. It did something, though. Jesus!
And she hit.
We'll switch back to the bolter. So we end it that turn. Goes back to my turn.
That's right. That was in the middle of your turn, so you can take a...
I'll take a quick shot here.
% wild shot.
Woo! Miss.
Whiffed.
Now it's her turn again.
Yeah, it's her real turn.
And only 39% chance to hit, but it's fine.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yeah, one guy.
Yeah. Oh dear, what's our pairs look like? 4. Let's see. How will the lightning staff react? Looks okay.
Well, you're gonna cook some extra guys for sure.
Well, the thing about the lightning is it will hit your own guys. There is no such thing as friendly fire in this game at all.
Anything else?
Many times I've been in the middle of the fucking battle and the guys are doing like full auto attacks and hitting their own dudes with it. I'm just all like, yep.
But yeah, no, and I think Idira is kind of like the classic, because she's, she's a psyker, she's spooky, she's weird, she's a little manic. Woo! Dodge that, Melta. And like, obviously, I think her emotional attachment to the captain is not like fake or anything.
Pardon me?
But they have very different excuses of it. Yeah, that guy's dead.
And then give him what for?
Clank. Not nearly as impressive, but you're trying.
We are trying. Right, it's me again. Let's get back in there. Let's see. I don't think I can. No, I think I can only hit them with it. Yes. Oh wait,
yes,
only
X is correct. The other wheel of the Sisters of Battle, besides fire and faith, is they love martyrdom.
They won't expect this.
Let's slap.
But also they have non-combat orders. It's very funny.
That all right. All right, smack him. Oh, I do not. Oh, wait, nope. Again, I always do this. I always hit the wrong key for the attack. It's at 60%. Blast him. Woo!
A whole 3. Well, he is a big, beefy combat servitor.
I don't think I can actually shoot this dude without getting... Well, not with full auto, I should say. Without hitting Abelard. And I do not wish to hit Abelard. So we'll go for a bit of the flank, and...
Well, like you starting that, I've been going for like 2.5 hours. Thanks everybody for showing up, by the way. The concurrents are pretty hot. Apparently you guys are down for this, but I gotta take a bio break real quick and refill my water.
Alright, so we're not going to use lightning anymore because there's only the combat servitor left. That'd be bad, MK.
Yeah.
So
I will be right back because we've been just enjoying the cinema. I will leave you to Lucky's maths.
Scream at it. We hit it with the...
Was that you? Or...
That's...
anything is?
Make it a little bit more weak. Now it's gonna fucking... Oh, back... Oh, it's gonna hit... It's gonna do the melta! Damn, Abelard, you just face tank that shit! What the fuck? It's like, fuck you and your melta. Get charged.
Victory is imminent. One fewer target.
Ooh. Cut in twain. Level up. Alright, give me your shit. What do we got here? Grace of the Oblivious. Where it gets +5 toughness is their intelligence is less than 35. Slightly insulting, but useful. Alright, let's see here. Ah, we have unlocked our special ability. Finest Hour. The officer just gives someone else a whole extra turn. It's great. This is where shit gets weird. This is where they just give you everything. Okay, what was this one? Let's see. They do have some recommended ones here. Let's see here. Yeah, no. You have to consider things here. Let's see here. The point of my officer is not to be in fucking combat, though. So, oh, excuse me.
So you have many talents.
Now let's see here. Heroic Act gains that. Commanding Voice, ranges, focus. Oh, whenever the enemy uses an ability on the enemy, gains a percentage to their perception and ballistic skill equal to 4. This bonus is stacked, but half the stacks are lost. Okay. So basically, every time I throw a buff on someone, they get bonuses to perception and ballistic, which is useful. Inspire Courage, Personal Oversight, Steel Resolve. We're gonna go with Focus here. It's recommended, and making other people shoot good is always good. There's gonna be a lot of shooting. That one's done. Abelard gets Daring Breach. He becomes very good at the melee. Let's see here. Contempt. When enemy attacks it. Blah, blah, blah. Desolation. Melee attacks do additional 3 damage to enemies who have no allies and adjacent. Easy target. When not armed with a melee.
Yeah, I don't know how many of these are taken directly from the RPG, like if their abilities match. But over the years of both the various tabletop games and the RPGs, 40K does have a lot of neat names for things. And as everybody knows, Games Workshop was cursed by a wizard in the 80s to always use every name at least twice.
If they were to go with Thick Skin, just gains +1 damage deflection. The parry chance is increased by 25% of the ornamental order. Which, for Abelard, pretty good. We don't want him taking damage, so we'll do that one.
Shrugs damage, yeah.
Idira, dismantling attack. I do not know, necessarily. Let's see here. Fresh target. At full wounds, does more damage. Exposed weakness causes 0. Tides of Excellence. Weak body, weak soul. Yeah, this is where we get like a lot of things. Give her melta guns. No, no, thank you. Swift movement. That's only 2 movement points. Not worth it. It will not die. Increases wounds. Retributions. Grenadier. Dual weapon combat. Combat master. That one's in the Fort Reaver. I remember that one. Chain weapon expert.
If you're gonna be chain swording, sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see here. Thriving in peril. Each perils of the warp increases momentum by 12. No, thank you. Oh, neat. Oh, okay. Second sight increases all that. Second barrage. Power conduit. Blade of light. Oh, force weapon attacks. That's why. Advice and guidance.
Yep, force weapons are special psychic weapons.
Stronger together. Excluding Xenos. Ah, that's the human defense. That's right. Ready to serve. Weak hearts. More damage. Warp mind. 6th power. That means I have to use power 6 times. No. Visions of Doom. Oh, that one sounds pretty good. Psych ranking, stacking -5 penalty to their dodge. This is all the other thing that also weirds me out about Rogue Trader. You'll have just like plus minuses, you know, normal like +5, -5, +10, -10. But then we have like -5%. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are we bringing percentages into this math? For the computer game, that's fine. They'll calculate all that shit for me. But I've been seeing that in the Rogue Trader book, and I'm just all like, I don't want to have to calculate that.
Well, luckily, in most cases, it's probably, if it says a percentage, it's probably tied to your actual roll, because it's all percentile systems.
Oh, wait, no, this one. The operative inflicts an exploit even on enemies which are out of the operative's line of sight at the start of the turn. That is useful because eventually we can start doing funny things with exploits, so we'll do that one. And then the Sister of Battle here. Firearms Mastery. She gets real good at the shooty. Oh, rapid reload. So good. Nah, we're just gonna do rapid reload. Trust me, being able to reload in combat and not fucking
Yep.
Not cost AP. Nah, that's great. It's great.
I mean, it's gonna be the same in the RPG. I'm already looking at my rank 2 advances in Rogue Trader, and I'm like, hell yeah, we're taking quick draw and leap up, baby.
No, like for frack, because we get the 500. I think I spent, I bought +5 in weapon skill and strength just to get those up literally as high as I could. And then I spent the rest on getting a quick draw, so my choppa's never far from hand.
Yeah, I think I didn't blow any on my my talents yet. I picked some skills to make me more Rogue Tradery, like common lore Rogue Traders. I picked dodge, because I'm gonna want to dodge, and pilot spacecraft, which I'm also still glad because I still don't think we're not getting a Voidmaster. I'm sure our NPC Voidmaster will also be able to drive, but I think I could take the wheel if needed.
Alright. Well, we're on the bridge. Shit's fuck, Captain! Oh, wait, that's me.
That's right, yeah. Honestly, my talents are pretty boring at my first advancement.
Oh, like I said, well, not like I said. Well, like I said, it's rank 1. Shit starts getting, like, crazy the further up you go. I don't know about other guys, but the Orc Freebooter gets some crazy-ass shit.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, my rank 1 is, like, here's your basic skills to be a Rogue Trader. You know, piloting, scholastic lores, you know, speak languages. I think the only talents that are interesting is ambidextrous.
Hey. Hey. Those are mine. What are you doing? You can't kill those.
Going all warpy.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
Oh, the Lord Captain will not be joining us.
Oh, the rogue trader is dead? No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing.
Just the little tentacles that just appear for a second and vanish always freaks me out.
Perish in the warp, along with the
That's the warp, baby.
and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
That's quitters talk.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
Let's say pragmatically, we can still get out of here.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
That's right. Stand tall.
Yeah, we just need to find the Master Helmsman console and flick the big switch.
You see Conrad Wojtyła clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Blood is very bright.
Yes, draw your weapon. Wojtyła, you duplicitous cur. The Vogue Trader's death will be avenged.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Edelthrad, don't!
Adelthred, no, don't. Whatever you're doing, it's a bad idea.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Just casually limp his way up to the bad guy. You have to go a little faster, bud.
Adelthred? Adelthred? What are you doing?
No, you stepped in the demon circle.
You dumbass! I think you have made things infinitely worse.
Back there.
Standing against me.
Alright, let's see. Looking at this... Yes, I do believe...
Oops. No, it's Damon's.
Alright, Sister Battle, I'm gonna need you to be right up on there. Just get in there. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Trust me. The less we have to move, the better. Me, I'm gonna stay back here. Start the battle! Sister Argenta, I need you to put as many bullets into that thing as you can. Just saying. Like right now. Shift 1 to running gun. We're not going to be doing a lot of running, but we need to do a lot of gunning. Woo! That's not going to be doing a lot of damage. But shoot it!
Shoot!
Sure, I'll, try to wing it. Well, actually, no, I need to actually take care of these guys.
That's how it's done.
Like that?
Yes, like that. Exactly like that.
Bang.
Oh, hey, we already got enough for our fucking finest hour. Let's fucking do it again. Argenta, go again! Shoot it!
Faith without deeds is useless.
About half the burst hit.
Actually, let's see if I can hit this dude.
Emperor
Yeah! Reloading! I can't really do much. Will it be enough to do? Sure, I'll do it.
Doubt is for the weak.
Wasn't quite enough, but might be enough by the time we get to return. Alright, that's the turn. Now it's Idera. We're gonna hit that with the stacks. And then tell it to fucking be weak! You son of a bitch! What's Perils at the warp at? 9? How much do I want to lightning something? No, that's gonna hit, It's gonna hit, Oh, but I could kill this one and not. So we'll do that. It's a major, but... the problem is if this dude, takes damage on his turn, he will just eat, enemies to gain health back, and I don't want that.
It's very bad.
Very bad. Okay, so start with that. See, we got some deck enforcers before the chaos spawn. We're doing damage to it. But again, I don't want the fucking thing to be eating people. So, Abelard, please go kill this dude. Oh, well, this is why. I am thankful that charge does not actually use my attack, so I can still, you know, swing again.
It will be done. I will do my duty.
Alright, then that's it. Alright, this is her. Extra attack equals a fire minimum 2. Pass. Alright.
I am his will made manifest.
Alright, please shoot this! A lot! Please!
Bang, bang.
Ah, yes, it has done the thing. It is being angry. Yeah, basically it just interrupted my fucking turn to do that. And unfortunately, because it has gotten in melee range of Argenta, I can no longer use the bolter. So we must... Actually, it full-on stopped my fucking thing. I don't think I can make any more attacks now. Thanks, fucking game. Great. That was a waste of a heroic ability. But yes, now it's back up to full fucking health because it just ate a dude. Luckily, I got some dudes to help me. That was actually very good. Holy shit. You get a promotion. Nice. Argenta just dodging chaos, as the God Emperor tells you to. You're not getting a promotion. Okay, it's me. There's no point to really giving Argenta the thing because she won't be able to move, which means she'll still be in melee with the chaos spawn, which ain't great. Abelard, I believe, is out of range of my abilities. So that means... Idara, it's up to you! Do something! Not lightning. Definitely not lightning, though. Let's see here. We could Psychic Scream. But that puts us... will put us... What is this? Is this a major one? I forget. No, it's a minor. It'll only be a +1. Hit me again. Actually, can I hit this guy? No, I can't. Son of a bitch. And I already used an ability, so I can't move.
Easy.
Whiff!
Stop mocking me.
I ain't mocking shit. I just want you to fucking kill this dude. Alright. So, with that... Yeah, 12. I don't want to press it. Can't get into melee easily, so we will... Actually, no, I think it's probably more important to go take care of the other damn... Wait, if I can reach him? No, I can't reach him. Fuck it. Alright, time to go just fight him. Yeah! Nice shot, Abelard. Well, I do believe that's all the mob, so it's just boss fight time.
Yep.
Indeed.
It's good.
It's good. Alright, now, Sister Argenta. There are such things as attacks of opportunity, so I gotta be careful. But I think it'll be worth it. Nice dodge.
As the Emperor commands.
Yeah, if we can only do one. And while we're here, let us slap ourselves with the healing. You probably do not want to leave wounds inflicted by chaos spawns left to fester. Sounds bad, MK.
Yep.
My faith strengthens me.
Come on, guys. Oh. Damn!
So that's
What? Well, my fucking best damage dealer is now down. That's great. Just fucking literally two-shotter. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's a big scary guy.
Like this. I know what to do.
At your beck and call. Target well struck.
Probably should not be standing in the goo, though. Whatever this goo is. Let's move over here.
No, goo is bad.
I don't think I have a shot, though, from this area. I think my line of sight is blocked, even though I really feel like I should be able just to pop out and shoot this guy. Seems a little,
Why did I not foresee this? On it.
Here, I'm gonna need you to dodge. A feeling of terror grips my heart. No shit! LR, I'm gonna need you to 1v1 this guy. Yeah, I know, it's not the greatest plan, but the person who's the best at gun got knocked down in 2 hits for some ungodly reason.
Gray hair, sure hair.
Weather the storm.
You better be glad that Abelhard has some good defenses. Jesus.
I'll endure this.
Can I tell him to? No, I actually have to be lined up. Wait, no, it's once per turn? Yeah. I don't want to stand in the fucking purple, the green stuff. I don't know why I said purple there, but I gotta get out there.
Because there's also purple stuff. Ow.
Yeah, no, that was bad. That was bad.
The gloop.
It's probably something like acid. Why can't I? Unavailable? Okay.
As said, so done. I'm amended.
We'll do some psychic screaming, I guess.
Anything else?
Easy.
Stop it! Will do.
Alright, Abelard, I'm gonna need you to go to town on this. Restores all AP and MP and gains 3 to turn, so what we want to do is attack first.
It will be done.
So we can get it back.
Victory is imminent. For Von Valancius.
Well, this fight would not be as hard if the fucking Chaos Spawn had not fucking two-shot Argenta after I literally just healed her up to full. Literally, she healed herself. Full health. 2 hits. Down.
Indeed.
This is only on normal, by the way. Cut him up, Abelard! Slice and dice!
I will do my
Whoa.
I basically used all my AP to do that, but it's fine. That's fine. We got this. Thank you!
Well, 0 damage on Abelard. Good. Oh, well.
Oh, you actually tickled him a little there. But he got 10 wounds, motherfucker! Am I still in the acid?
Poised for action.
Oh, wait, no, I got bleeding on me. Shit. Why can't I use this on Abelard? It says once per round. This is a new round. Wait, is it the range? Hang on.
4 cell radius. Yeah.
4 cell radius. Okay. That's right, I don't have the abilities. Wait, no, I hit him with Voice of Command, didn't I? Yeah.
Count me out.
Or did I not? No, it doesn't. Seems like I didn't. Weird. Voice Command is 10 cells. Is it because he's behind the fucking Chaos Spawn that I can't see him? What is this?
Not my area of expertise.
Okay, game, I don't understand here. Because he doesn't have the bonus from fucking... Oh, wait, no, he is overexerted. So, no, that is correct. I can't hit him with that. Okay, well, I guess I just gotta fucking shoot.
I said so. You clearly are outmatched.
That was a pretty good shot, me. Jesus. Reloading.
Can I fall back now?
No, we're just gonna be taking bleed damage until we fall down.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Adira, just get up here and smack him with your stick. We got nothing to lose at this point. Kill it!
Anything else?
Shit! Everyone, slay the beast!
At your beck and
Please.
call, to dust.
Woo! Alright, let's level up. Let's see here. Do I want... Fellowship makes me better at my yelling at people abilities, and willpower is good for, you know, getting resolve and stuff. Which is also very important. Fellowship. Better to die for the Emperor, doing my part. Ugh, no, we're definitely gonna be fucking that. Knows no heresy. No. Ready to serve. No. Wait, no, I already got that. I'm gonna have Xenos in my party, so no, that's definitely not. You, do something. You, go on. You, kill it. You, protect me. You are next. Ah, interesting. Oh, it looks like this is just a basic kind of thing. Characteristic training, fellowship. Just more fellowship, be better. The more fellowship bonuses I have, the better stats I give to everybody else. Super important.
True.
Abelard, what do you got going on, buddy? Let's see here. I definitely do not want him taking Morning. Already got Field Medic. Okay. Nice. Hardened Scars. Is hit. No, I don't want him hit. Actually, let's go from the top here. Man, yeah, they want me to use that. I don't like that. Defensive maneuvers. Again, that's when I take damage. Charge and slash do not attack this burn. Disarm. Now that's only one. Impetus. Nah, I do too much in interception. Oh, okay. Range attack. Open engagement. Ramming speed. Rigorous training. Ooh, that one sounds pretty good. Lets me run around more. And gives me some dodge. Abelard uses more armor than dodge, though, so... yeah, we'll go with defensive stance. Wait, no. Let's keep looking real quick. Die for the Emperor. What do we got going on here? Oh, Shield Bash. That was something I definitely noticed. And then shields, there wasn't a lot of shields in 40K. There are some, but they're all, like always primitive weapon, they're primitive weapons and stuff. So don't really.
Yes. I think there may be a few non-primitive ones out there, but generally they're not. If you want shields, you're using force fields. There should be, and I don't know if like there aren't in the as much in the RPGs because they're less out there. There should be like a riot shield in there somewhere, kind of like the Adeptus Arbites. Might be something in the. There's a lot of crazy. There's a lot of weird Imperial stuff in the Only War books because one of the things you can do because you, kind of like how we designed a ship, you know, for Rogue Trader, you design your regiment for Only War.
Mm.
And some of your decisions can change what's in your standard issue regimental kit, which can include your regiment having like weird signature weapons. Yeah, there's probably riot shields in this game because they have a whole RPD's package, but in the tabletop RPG, there's less of them. They're usually like you said, primitive weapons.
You're doing warp stuff, so I want you to have as much willpower as you can.
Hell yeah.
Let's see here. Edge of Fate. Flawless Plan. Every 9th successful dodge or parry? Jesus. That's a lot of dodging you gotta do.
That's got dog shit.
More range is always good. Further back I am, the less I have to worry. Sister, do you deserve this level up? You went down in 2 hits. Well, we need her to shoot good. That is always important.
I mean, Chaos Gate is cool, but no, that's not what I said. I said if I want them to replicate Only War, they should release an XCOM like, not an Alcat CRB.
Well, we got to remember,
which is admittedly a little closer to XCOM-y, but
the fight just happened. She was not in melee range. The creature ran up to her and stabbed her twice. She was out of melee range. The thing went into melee range. And if I move her back, guess what? She does not shoot as good, which means all those shots go wild.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a little bit of, I don't know if it's hit scan's not the right word for it. I don't know if there's like a little bit of like animation for it, but the way the shooting seems calculated is, you know, you get the shots that are like generated to see if they line up, and then it's like, okay, well, that guy's like hitbox was inside where we decided to send the bullet. So I assume that if you're farther apart, the spread is farther, just like actual ballistic spread.
Oh, no, this one's good. Each shot fire gives him +1 agility to the end of the next turn. So the more I shoot, the more I dodge. That's important. Yes. Give me that. All right.
But I'm talking about, you know, I don't... If we're talking about adaptations of the tabletop RPGs, which is what I was talking about before, I'm like, I don't want a CRPG of only war. That doesn't work. Give me literally just make it an XCOM like. Give me a pile of recruits, give them weird cosmetics and equipables, and then that's how you get them. That's how you do it. I did not request any influence on Deathwatch because Space Marines don't need more games. You don't need to budget more games to Space Marines. They exist.
Boy, the Emperor. It's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to reestablish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It's our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of the stupor. The air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Pull yourself together, man.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain,
because the other guy exploded into a chaos spawn.
To take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
I am ready. Begin the ritual. Take the Lord Captain's place. Well, this is one way to become a rogue trader. Gasp. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other, the vessel of an ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears. And this voice booms all the horrors of the warp. Eldritch as fuck.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless
It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. I am saving my people. Do your worst. You cannot stop me. Fuck you. Get out of here. Though you can make me fucking deaf, Jesus.
That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Yeah, blah, 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 warp stuff.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will
JS
weave
shit.
a new thread of elusive possibilities
Sorry, rock
and
shit.
fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
How about I don't do it?
Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision,
I will say nothing.
it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Quest complete.
Quest complete.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. And through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
Yeah, complete the prologue. That only took 3 hours. Just me, just up front, constantly spinning in the chair.
Whee! Alright, well, we did do 3 hours if we would wrap. But we don't gotta wrap.
Well, let's get through this part at the very least. Let's see here. You cannot help but notice that the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. Oh, that's right. Everything in like the prologue is voiced. We do not get as many voice lines anymore. Abelard, You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had been filled by the deputies, while others go unfulfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How do we come to lose so many officers? It appears that the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispered. Abelard grimaces. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voidiger? No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers who may be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised that to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid it will be some time before he answers for all that he wrought. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the systems we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and in turn they will have the honor of beholding the visage of the Lord Captain. I am ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber.
There they are, the motley crew.
A dozen eyes bore into you, the expression revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Seth von Valencius will be personally conducting today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you will introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender Munga whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Victus Suriata of the Ptoleman line, our new Vox Master. It is an honor to serve your lordship. The Vox Master offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your ears and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravor, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ships along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circle under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face, gives a sullen nod. Hey, Lord Captain, this ship is as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factotum, Janice Donrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hat offers an obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concealing your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnissiah.
And yes, we do have ship firefighters.
The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Monster offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulations of all the tech priest mechadendrites. Thank you, Abelard. Greetings to you all. I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. Well, let's see here.
Many big reports.
Let's start with the Drive Master. How's that doing? Drive Master, I will hear from you now. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foe that set upon this noble voyage ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engineer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all deck priests on board, fell in battle. The Magus was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehensions of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a placement and as soon as possible. I see. Thank you. The tech priest bows her head. Alright, let's see here. We'll go with the Infernus report.
So, the engine is whole, but they broke a lot of our computers.
I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain? The tall man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, have been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and High Factorum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice, pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Master Hellmans, please reveal your status report. Right, you all, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship is sound, more or less, but without our engineers Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what will happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your Lordship, if you allow me to interject, when we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Naviz Nobilite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same sister is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the daemon that appears before you during the translation to real space echoes in your mind. I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies, and today I shall weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation.
Truly Zinch-ass sorcery bullshit.
Who's Zinch?
We're just going to... one of the Chaos Gods. He's the change guy. The blue one.
The blue one. There was a lot of blue happening here.
Yeah, they're all color-coded. Slanesh is super pink. Zinch is blue. Nurgle is green. Khorne is red.
I was about to say, Khorne is, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skulltron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds super red. If I were up to you, I'd grab this...
yeah, Zinch stuff often involves altering probabilities and other such stuff, so...
Okay.
I don't know if Weaver of Destinies is like a known title for like a big scary Zinchian daemon, but it sounds very much like that.
If I were you, I'd grab this chant with both hands, or else you'd be eyeing up Ishra to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming, so long as the Prometheum supplies less. And if any thick-as grok shit's lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report?
Bounce to you.
The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the sentinel and follow what I'm told, but just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. The Master of Ordnance chucks back the words he was obviously about to blurt out without thinking. He casts another look at you before turning away. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is in ruin, every other officer is dead, and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken a hold of me. He looks up at you. But I've heard of you. Oh yes, your fame has reached even as far as the Expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of and illustrious persons such as yourself, he adjusts his uniforms and stands ramrod straight. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We are ready to fight, if that is the Lord Captain's will. High Factotum, what do you have to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of losses. The task will involve next to no involvement from His Lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. Jeez. We'll be able to make up our losses on the nearest planets, Rykhead Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winter-scale rogue trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations on this level are a matter for the rogue trader. Especially true, giving Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick skull thus he usually installs as governors on his planet, Rumpers Abelard, frowning. So, to summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members and require a new Engineer Prime and Navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship system must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system that we currently find ourselves in? I see to the Voxmaster on this point, Mistress Tolleman. We are in the Rykad star system, and our voyage there has been undertaken by the order of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 uninhabited bodies in the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. Bleh. Ooh, excuse me. The Navis Nobilite station has simply failed to answer. The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer. It seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did see the distress signal from the Pleasant planet in the system, and Rykad Minoris itself is not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from this planet seeming to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. And the situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we will not be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobilite station and find out what the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Yep. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Ooh. Your lordship, there is one other thing. A confidential of the utmost importance. Leia Theodora, Abelard pauses, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You are perhaps wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything, and I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect in his will in the Chronos Expanse. I did come across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. Are you referring to the contents of that note, I presume? Yes, quite right. XC. Xavier Calcazar. Leotorda was to seat out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Hendrix von Calcox, an interrogator, you understand? All I know is that he is somewhere in the system. We must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires and deliver him to Footfall in the Fernabundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilites or the governor of Rykad Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but this is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trainer. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valencia's protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look after he's trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Sister of Battle grinned noddly towards Idira. The psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, the Sister Agenta voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader.
Yes, building the companion quests.
Yes. Idira Glazaz rose over the assembled. One word spurts from her lips. Daybreak. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it. Idira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak, or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell, but if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Ploss? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I will report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Leo Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lips stretch into a wry smile. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work.
Oh, they have a little animation.
Yep. Someone be stepping up. The High Factorium breaks away from the rest and approaches you, bound repeatedly. Lord Captain, if I may just steal one more moment of your time, the matter is rather delicate, as it concerns trophy that was left after the battles on the ship. One trophy in particular, I should say. I retrieved a blade fragment from one of the bodies on the bridge, a curious article. I saw the need to keep it safe in case it should be of interest to you. As he says this, the Factorium's gaze slides away from yours and he looks somewhere off over your shoulder. Interesting. You're right to do so. Give it to me. Dogmatic. Get rid of it immediately. Iconoclast. You should keep it for now. As soon as we have located this acolyte of the Constitution, we will hand the blade over to him. Well, freed acolyte fucking iconoclast points. Let's go with that. Woo! A spike of pain pierces your skull. The entity inside your head heals in range, promising you a million torrents of miseries for this treachery. Treachery? We have to be on the same side for it to be treachery, motherfucker. Factorium gives a start and briskly makes a note on his data slate. Of course, your lordship.
Voice in your head is like, but I live here. We're clearly on the same side.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna tell anybody I have voices going on in my head. That's gonna get me shot.
No, that's if you get a sanctioned psyker, you maybe be like, hey, I've been experiencing, you know, there's a guy trying to take me over in my brain.
Yeah, but we'll do a save here, and we did hit the half-hour mark. So this is actually probably a pretty good time. We've gone through our prologue. We got our mission objectives. We have a whole ass ship now. Woo.
Yep.
And it's pretty good. So Omega, what do you think? You think we should keep going with this for a little while?
Yeah, I think we should keep it going for a little while. Like I said, the views have been the poppin'. You're showing up. Make sure to, you know, drop a like. But you know, people have been out here. People have been chatting. So it seems like they're enjoying it, and you know, even from a little bit of a background sense, there seems to be the pacing of this game, I should say, seems to be good. We have, you know, moments of like more in-depth like exposition and stuff, and then, you know, we have time to just talk about stuff as you run around and, you know, rifle through bodies' pockets.
Yeah, no,
which is pretty good for us to kind of mix the two.
Yeah. Alrighty. Then we're going to call it here. So thank you very much for showing up. We will continue the adventures of Seth von Valencius at a later time as he tries to make sense of all this and tries to get rid of his new mental roommate. Ooh, excuse me. But with that, we are going to move on. So everyone, thank you for showing up. Please be sure to check out other things we got going on this week. Are you doing Fail Betrayal tomorrow, Omega? What you got going on?
Yep. We're going to talk more about Cybers.
Cybers.
Because it was, oops, just me and Loth for a little bit, and we didn't want to spend forever.
Wednesday, we'll be continuing our journey in Final Fantasy XIV, where we'll probably be doing farming lights and doing gathering on Fana. Not much else to do right now. We are waiting.
Yeah, I have actually been making sure to log in and do my Aether pool, but I'm not. I'm still in like the mid 2Ks range.
I have not started at all. I am committed to making the crafts myself, so I've been working on gathering materials for that. But I'll get in there. Friday, we will actually do a Let's Talk FGO and have plenty to talk about, I feel, this time. And we will be continuing on our rain adventures on Sunday, at least for the next few weeks, until... Well, actually, no, I think it'll probably just be next week, and if Aaron's ready by then, you'll go into the writing hole for everything, and we'll play some Rogue Trader, which could be fun.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, you guys will probably... I don't think you'll resolve everything in the fog in one session necessarily.
Oh, no, excuse me. No, that's right. You have the Fogvale stuff, right? It's the Summer Court stuff that you're going to need time to write.
Yeah, we're working on Fogvale. You know, you guys are going to be exploring, and I'm certain that you guys will be able to get into that. But yeah, after that, your next big thing is Summer Court. So, like, we're going to... That's going to be like, okay, we got to sit down and write. And it's like, well, you know, if we could take a few weeks off to do something else while we plan, you know, 4 actual fucking weeks.
Yeah. All right. But that is that. So we will see you next time, everyone. Take care and have a good evening.
Night, everybody.